We live in a time where machines can write poetry, compose music, and even have conversations so human, we forget there's no one really there. See, we tend to believe that if something is intelligent, it thinks, right? But what does it really mean to think? Not to process or predict, but to wonder, to question, to pause and feel uncertainty. Socrates once said that the unexamined life is not worth living. Decades later, Descartes declared, I think, therefore I am. But now, in the age of AI, it feels like we've rewritten the narrative. I compute, therefore I see. Because at the end of the day, AI doesn't question why it exists. It doesn't question its own answers. It simply responds. And sometimes, when I let an algorithm dictate what I write, how I eat, and even what I believe, I realize something. I have stopped thinking, for my mind feeds on the same code that runs me. See, somewhere along the way, we lost something we didn't even notice was slipping away. There was a time where children would point up to the sky and ask, why is it blue? And they wouldn't stop until they got an answer. Why does grass grow? Why do people cry? Why do the stars disappear in the daylight? These are noble, hopeful questions that build civilization. They planted the seeds of science, art, and philosophy. But now when a child dare ask, why is the sky blue? We simply say, just ask Google, because we get an answer instantly, efficiently, but not meaningfully. See, somewhere in that trade between curiosity and convenience, we have lost the value of wonder, because we know that something, somewhere, already has an answer. But what if the point of asking wasn't about the question? What if the point of asking was about the journey it took to get there? Imagine this paper is your mind, clear, open, full of possibilities. But over time, algorithmic expressions, notifications, opinions fill the space up until there is no room left for thought, only reaction. And when we allow machines to dictate how we think, not only do we lose information, but we tear at the space where our thoughts once grew. Thinking needs space. And once it's gone, it's hard to piece back together. Philosophy once asked, what is truth? Now it must ask who defines it. Because AI doesn't care about truth. It cares about prediction. It cares about what you're most likely to believe, not what you most need to question. But humans doubt. We pause. We can change our minds. And that, not prediction, not processing, is what thinking truly means. And that is the essence of humanity. So I urge you, have a little space in your mind. Have a little wonder. For thinking is the true essence of humanity. Now, AI can answer every question, but it will never know what it means to answer one, to ask one. Thank you.